Good morning. I can't believe it. I'm here, naked. This is it, the real Sonia. I'm getting ready to head to my office for a business meeting, and this is my morning routine. So I've started with my skin being very hydrated. First step is going to be eye base. So with my brush into the eye base, and I'm going across the entire eyelid, right from the lash line all the way up to just beyond the crease. So it's pretty transparent. You're not really seeing so much of the product, but it's just that great kind of priming base for your lid. Gives you longevity and wear, and definitely will help with creasing. Next step, pencil. This is giving me a bit of the definition in the eye. I'm getting right in there, right at the lash line. And this is a great pencil. It's long wear, and it's a gel, so it glides on. There's no pulling or tugging at the eye whatsoever. And I'm actually using the black amber because it's a little bit of a black brown. This is kind of like that perfect color that gives you intensity and shape without being too harsh. Next step, a Kleenex. So important. This is like one of my tips of the trade. And the other key is a small smudge brush. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm holding the little tissue, I'm going to lift up again. I'm going to actually get in there and just soften and smudge out that line that I've just drawn. And I'm going to wipe off my brush and then go back in and make sure it's just all soft and cleaned up. Keep a light hold on your brush so it almost is dancing in your hand a little bit, and then just get that smudge going a little bit there. I have a lot of movement on my eye because I put on the eye base, I've used a pencil, now I need to set the pencil. I'm going to dab into a little bit of loose powder and just across the whole eyelid, right on top of that pencil, I'm using powder. It's one of those things that I use often, and it's almost after every application, I'll use a little bit of powder, and it really makes a difference. I remember years back when I was in the studio as a makeup artist, you know, I have to do makeup at 8 in the morning, and at 5 o'clock at the end of the day, the photographer might say, close your eyes. By doing these steps, by always adding a little bit of powder in between, you could open up that eye and it was perfect throughout the whole day. So it really makes a difference. A makeup bag must have. 12 shades of neutral eyeshadows, all matte. And with one of the lighter shades, I'm literally going from the lash line right up to just beyond the crease, a little bit up towards the brow bone, because that's what develops and creates the contour. Just that little bit of tone definitely makes a difference with the eye. Often people ask me, why do you need so many different brushes? And you're working in a lot of different sizes, and there's brushes that are used specifically for different areas and different applications. And this is one of those brushes that's a great all-over brush. Perfect. So I think that's about as intense as I want it to get right now. So you'll see I go back and forth a few times to make sure, and make sure I'm like nice and evenly balanced. And you can see it's been a slow build. It's not just a huge swipe at first, but the key is that you'll have really nice wear throughout the day. Now I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to actually go with a little bit of a deeper brown to re-emphasize over the pencil, and I'm blending that medium, little deeper brown right into the taupey brown that I've just used. So it really gradiates right up into the other shade. And the thing is, if you want, you could even go a little bit darker, but I just decided I want a little bit more drama and emphasis right at that lash line. The other little tip is just take that outer corner here and just build it up with a little lift. It pulls your eye up. Next up, eyelash curler. One of my favorite tools. Even if I'm not wearing makeup, I will often use an eyelash curler just to give a little lift and openness to the eye. So much better. There we go. Eyelashes. Mascara. So great. This mascara I love because it gives them coating, fullness, volume, but not overdone. I had the genius idea of designing my mascara so that it was multifunctional because I always used a comb. So I thought, why not put the lash comb on the other end of my mascara so that it's just quick, apply, and then comb through. And I'm not going to use anything right now on my bottom lashes. Like I said, I'm on my way to a business meeting in my office, and I just want to look fresh and alive and kind of pulled together. One of my most favorite tools, how crazy is this? The spoolie brush. Perfect and the best tool, a must-have for the brows. So brushing up the brows, it grabs the hair beautifully and brushes right through. So I'm using the Arch Alert Brow Kit, and the thing that's great about this is you can mix any of the colors, so you can really come up with the right tone. And I'm using a very stiff little brow brush. And the key here is really to apply in many little like strokes. Don't want to be overly defined, but I just want to be groomed. So I think the best thing about brows is just making sure you see the shape and then delicately filling in where there's any sparseness and not getting overly defined. And then I'm going to pick up my clear brow gel so that I can really hold that brow in place exactly where I want it. And it's just like super soft, and it's just a little bit of difference in, you know, one brow to the other, just where you have that little bit of slight definition and where you look like you're groomed but not overdone.